raining outside. Did anybody notice? I cannot tell you how many phone calls I had this afternoon from what I would call fair weather stars who said, oh, are you going to be Zooming? Because it's going to be raining, you know. And I said, well, it's not yet. And they said, oh, but it's going to be. So how many Zoomers do we have? 4. Good. Well, they're not even doing that. So they definitely are fair weather. But we welcome those 4. We welcome those 4. And we welcome all of you for being here on such a crummy, as it turns out, evening. But I know for a fact how wonderful, how absolutely wonderful this evening is going to be for all of us. And I want to thank some folks. First of all, Megan Friends, and she's going to say something in a little while. I want to thank Catherine, our Zoom director, who set everything up, and she has another job later on. So, and David and Rita for writing our directions, Emily and Deborah who coordinated, and later on, Sandra and her wonderful sweets and goodies. So thank all of you. I'm not going to say too much more, but one more thing. If you decide, because you're new and with us for the first time, you might like what you see. We're here on the 2nd and 4th Sunday evenings of each month. And we have these wonderful welcome cards at that table at the back. Fill it out and stay connected with us. You come when you would like to come, and we have an array of wonderful services from now until August, and then we start a new year. There's a whole bunch of brochures. Kay and Gail and Pat, our meeters and greeters, will be glad to help you. And on that note, I'm going to turn it over to David and Rita. If you would all please stand as we honor the directions.
We evoke and welcome the one who created the sun, the moon, and the stars. This presence, Wakantanka, the wonderful and mysterious one, has created the light and the darkness. This time of year, the darkness brings the unknown, the mystery, and the unpredictable. Just as the winter night darkness falls across our dear mother, another darkness can come upon us individually in our souls. We as individuals face uncertainty, darkness, suffering, fear, betrayal, hurt, disease, and the ultimate darkness of death. Our Native American brothers and sisters tell us about the circle of life, that all life is on a circle, and that this circle is a holy and sacred place. Our universe demands that we face this internal darkness, fear, and mystery, just as we face the light, the goodness, and the beauty. The light and the darkness live within this circle, and we will face both in our lives.
Deep in our DNA is the original blessing of creation that was proclaimed by the Holy One 13.5 billion years ago. Darkness lives in the DNA as a part of this original blessing, remembering that the goodness of creation lives in us, and at the very same time, the darkness lives in us. This is the reality of our lives. This evening, as we release the bubbles, we release these into the air. Each bubble represents relaxation, peace, good fortune, and also silence. Bubbles don't make any noise. It is in your silence that you will find out who you are. We are all a part of original blessing. The buffalo drum recreates the heartbeat of the goodness of creation, living inside of each of us. The sweet yet haunting notes of the flute are evidence of the relationship between the light and the darkness, held together with the alchemy of the great mystery. Facing to the east,
The grandmothers and the grandfathers of the East welcome the light every day. Within this light, we grow food and we see the birds fly above us. East is the direction from which light comes and is the direction for birth and rebirth. The East is a part of the great circle. Altogether, we befriend darkness by knowing that darkness is a natural and essential occurrence in all parts of our journey. We emerge from the darkness of our mother's womb, and in the same way, from the darkness of the Spirit. Let everything happen to us, beauty and terror, just keep going. No feeling is final. This is how we befriend darkness.
before we turn to the right, facing to the south. The grandmothers and the grandfathers of the South tell us what hurts us blesses us. Darkness is our candle. They ask, are you willing to be sponged out, erased, canceled, and made nothing? Are you willing to be made nothing? Dipped into oblivion? If not, we will never really change. Altogether,
We befriend darkness by knowing that darkness is a natural and essential occurrence in all parts of our journey. We emerge from the darkness of our mother's womb, and in the same way from the darkness of the Spirit. Let everything happen to us, beauty and terror, just keep going. No feeling final. This is how we befriend darkness.
before we turn to the right, facing to the west.
The grandmothers and the grandfathers of the West tell us that suffering is a part of our training. The Great Spirit is treating us as her sons and daughters. She tells us, be not afraid. We are born into the original blessing of creation. Altogether, we befriend darkness by knowing that darkness is a natural and essential occurrence in all parts of our journey. We emerge from the darkness of our mother's womb, and in the same way from the darkness of the Spirit. Let everything happen to us, beauty and terror, just keep going. No feeling is final. This is how we befriend darkness.
To the right, facing to the north. The grandmothers and the grandfathers of the north ask us to be courageous when the cold winds of life fall upon us. Let us move through life ready to take what comes from the north. Let us remember always that the Great One gives us the gift of a new day. Comfort us and caress us when we are confronting the light and the dark by reminding us that we are the goodness of creation. Altogether,
We befriend darkness by knowing that darkness is a natural and essential occurrence in all parts of our journey. We emerge from the darkness of our mother's womb, and in the same way from the darkness of the Spirit. Let everything happen to us, beauty and terror, just keep going. No feeling is final. This is how we befriend darkness.
facing
Facing
the center.
the grandmothers and the grandfathers of the center space ask us to look around this circle of life and know that the goodness of creation lives in each one of us. Our circle of life invites all to stand with us and welcome your vulnerability and your strength. Our journey now enters the via negativa, the dark road. Altogether, we befriend darkness by knowing that darkness is a natural and essential occurrence in all parts of our journey. We emerge from the darkness of our mother's womb, and in the same way from the darkness of the Spirit. Let everything happen to us, beauty and terror, Just keep going. No feeling is final. This is how we bring darkness. Namaste.
Please listen with me to these holy words from the holy people of God. From Meschel de Magdeburg. I am God. I am your playmate. I will lead the child in you in wonderful ways, for I have chosen you. From Jesus. Unless you adults turn and become children, you will never receive the queendom of God. From Meister Eckhart. When we say God is eternal, we mean God is eternally young.
So tonight we're celebrating Sesame Street, and I just wanted to say a little bit about how Sesame Street really changed my life or impacted my life. So as a child, I watched it every time it came on, and Sesame Street taught me a lot of things. It taught me how to read, it taught me how to count, all before I ever started school, and it taught me a lot about manners. It taught me how to say please and thank you, and how to be kind and respectful, and to be quiet and listen when other people are talking. So I'm super excited about tonight's event, and thank you all very much for coming.
In 2019, Sesame Street celebrated its 50th anniversary. Its first TV episode premiered on November 10th, 1969. It was created by Joan Gans Cooney and Lloyd Morissette, and is best known for its Jim Henson-created Muppets. This portion of the service will be brought to you by the letter S. We welcome Meg, Hannah, Tamanaga, and friends who will share their creative energy with us this evening. Meg created and will direct our reflection this evening. She teaches puppetry, a variety of design-related courses, playwriting, and Intro to Asian Theater at Converse University. She has won almost as many awards as Sesame Street.
Friends, good evening, and the first thing I'd like to do is just thank you all for the invitation and the opportunity that you've given us. Oh, hi, sweetie. So that we can share our enthusiasm for Sesame Street and all things wonderful. It may be rainy outside, but I think it will be a sunny day in here tonight. Sue asked me to just briefly explain why in your program you've got this really long list of names of people. Yes, you are upside down. He does this very well. You should see him right side up too. There's a long list of people here. We started rehearsals this past Monday. And then early in the week, Sue asked for a list of the names of the folks that are participating in the show. Midweek, the names were given to her, and then midweek, we had students that started developing COVID-like symptoms, and so they had to leave the show. And then we had a student go into quarantine, and so they had to leave the show. And we've got fewer people. It feels a little bit like an Agatha Christie mystery, but we rewrote the show. We rehearsed it here on Friday, and we think that it is something that you will enjoy. So sit back, relax, and I think I can tell you how to get to Sesame Street. Please join me. If little ones want to come sit up front, you're welcome to come sit up front. And not so little ones, you're welcome to sit up front too.
Hi, Melissa.
Hey, Miss Melissa.
Well, hello, Arnie.
Hello, Miss Kelly.
Hey there, Betty.
What are you doing?
We're getting ready for an event.
Those posters look great.
Yeah, what's the event?
Well, it's for diversity and inclusion.
I don't know what diversity is.
And I don't know what inclusion means.
Diversity means when people have lots of different kinds of perspectives or experiences or backgrounds. And inclusion means welcoming those differences and treating them all with equal respect.
Like how a rainbow has a diverse array of colors, but all the colors are equally beautiful and equally important if you want to make a rainbow.
Blue is the best.
What?
Blue is the best color. My favorite color is blue.
Oh, well, having favorites is kind of different.
Orange is the best.
Orange is the worst. It's squished between the red and the yellow like ketchup and mustard smeared all over a paper plate after you eat a hot dog. No, thank you.
It's not squished and smeared.
Blue is best. Blue is best. Oh, is that a used paper plate? No, it's your face.
Betty.
Hey!
Blue is best. Blue is the best. Blue, 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 blue is best.
Guys,
Betty, that's...
Blue, blue, blue.
guys, what's going on?
Well, Betty and Arnie are working out some differences.
Ooh, I got just the story for you. Wait.
Blue, blue, my love is blue.
Oh, I don't want a story. I want to hop.
Oh, why do you want to hop?
Because I'm hopping mad.
Well, you could hop, I guess, or you could help me color. It might make you feel better.
Okay, I'll try. What color is next?
Orange.
Oh, well then, no thank you. I don't like the color orange right now.
What? Orange is great! And you look great in orange.
No, I don't. I look squishy and smeary, like ketchup and mustard.
Arnie, that is just not true. You look perfect just the way you are.
Yeah, being orange and fuzzy suits you to a T. Imagine if you were bright blue like Betty.
Oh, no, thank you.
Or what if I were bright blue or bright orange? It wouldn't suit me at all, but Betty is perfect blue and you are perfect orange.
Sometimes it's hard to like being orange and fuzzy.
Oh, Arnie, we can always find something about ourselves that we don't like, but sometimes we need to focus on the things we do like. We have to be proud of who we are and be proud of what makes us special.
Is there a part of you that you like?
Of course. I love that I can play the piano, and I love that I can sing.
Oh, it's so easy for you to love yourself. You're so cool.
She is cool.
Miss Kelly is so cool. And I'm orange.
Oh, no offense, Arnie, but try being green.
Oh, now, Kermit. What's wrong with that?
It's not easy being green.
Having to spend each day the color of the leaves.
When I think it might be nicer being red
Or yellow, or gold.
or something much more colorful like that.
It's not easy being green. It seems you blend in with so many ordinary things.
And people tend to pass you over because you're not standing out like flashy sparkles on the water or stars in the sky. But green is the color of spring. And green can be cool and friendly like. And green can be big like an ocean, or important like a river, or tall like a tree. When green is all there is to be, it could make you wonder why.
But why wonder?
I'm green, and it'll do fine.
And it's beautiful.
And I think it's what I want to be.
Kermit is green. You're orange. Everyone's a little bit different, but isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, everyone has different qualities or talents to share. And that's what makes the world so exciting. We can help each other just by being ourselves.
By being ourselves?
By being our best selves.
Exactly. If what I am is what's in me, then I'll stay strong, that's who I'll be. And I will always be the best me that I can be. There's only me and I am it. Have a dream, I'll follow it. It's up to me to try. And oh, gonna keep my head up high.
High!
Keep on reaching high.
High!
Never gonna quit. I'll keep getting stronger. And nothing's gonna bring me down.
No!
Never gonna stop, gotta go.
Go!
'Cause I know I'll just keep getting stronger. And what I am is
Thoughtful.
and what I am is
Musical!
and what I am is
Smart!
and what I am is and what I am is
Hopeful.
and what I am is
Special.
there's nothing I can't achieve because in myself I believe and oh, gonna keep my head up high.
High!
Keep on reaching high.
High!
Never gonna quit. I'll keep getting stronger. And nothing's gonna bring me down.
No!
Never giving up, gotta go.
Go!
'Cause I know that I'll keep getting stronger. And what I am is
Super.
and what I am is
Proud!
and what I am is
Friendly!
and what I am is
Grouchy.
and what I am is
Logical.
and what you are is.
Special.
There's nothing I can't believe because in myself I believe and know. Gonna keep my head up high.
High!
Keep on reaching high.
High!
Never gonna stop, I'll just keep getting stronger. And nothing's gonna bring me down.
No!
Never
please.
We're different, we're the same, and we're wonderful. We're different, our noses are different. We're the same, our noses are the same. They breathe and sniff and sneeze and whiff. Our hair is different. Our hair is the same. It grows on us in several places. It warms our heads and frames our faces. Our mouths are different. Our mouths are the same. Their lips form the words we say and smile when it's a happy day. Our skin is different. Our skin is the same. It tells us something's cold or hot or wet or dry. It knows a lot. Muscles and bones are wrapped inside it. We all have blood and skin to hide it. It keeps in warmth. It keeps out dirt. It warns us so we don't get hurt. Our eyes are different. Our eyes are the same. They see, they blink, they weep, they wink. Our bodies are different. Our bodies are the same. They stretch and bend and work and play. They all need food and rest each day. They dance and wiggle and ride a bike. They might look different, but they're alike. Our feelings are different. Our feelings are the same. Lonely, worried, scared, excited. Happy, loving, glad, delighted. We're the same, we're different. That's what makes the world such fun. Many kinds of people, not just one. A rainbow would be boring if it were only green or blue. What makes a rainbow beautiful is that it has every hue. So aren't you glad you look like you? We're different, we're the same, and we're wonderful.
That was a great book, Levi. Thanks.
Yeah, Levi. Thanks for sharing it.
I'm glad you liked it. Bye.
Bye, Levi.
Arnie, I'm sorry. I was mean. I said things that weren't nice because I was mad, not because you deserved them.
Well, next time you're mad,
Yeah?
I recommend hopping.
Hey, everybody! Hello, Roy. Hello, Mr. Wobble. Are you ready to go to the Sesame Star event?
I can't go.
Yeah, me neither. We're not members.
Sure you are!
We are?
Of course. Diversity and inclusion means welcoming different perspectives.
Like being blue or orange.
And treating them with equal respect. So you are loved and you are welcome.
Well, in that case,
1, 2, 3, 4! I'm outstanding. I can win. Count me in.
There is light and dark and freckles, lots of different kinds of skin. Some folks like to sit real quiet, others like to dance and spin. Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter where you've been. Everybody is important, so
Count me in. Count me in. Count me in.
I am special.
I'm so special.
I'm outstanding.
I'm outstanding.
I can win.
I can win. Count me in.
Some have straight hair, some have Some have hair upon their chins. Some have teeth that smile. Others have a big, big grin. Everybody even if you have a twin. Everybody is important, so count me in. Count me in. Count me in. I am special.
I'm so special.
I'm outstanding.
I'm outstanding.
I can't win.
I can't win. Count me in.
Whew, all right, that was really fun and exciting, huh? Now, if you will, please join me in the responsive reading of the Principles of Creation Spirituality, which help guide the sacred traditions and rituals, our star community. Goodness. The universe is fundamentally a blessing. In creation, God is both immanent and transcendent. God is as much beyond all words and images as in all forms and beings. Through the work of spiritual practice, we find our deep and true selves. Our inner work can be understood as a fourfold journey of befriending creation, befriending darkness, befriending creativity, and befriending new creation. Every one of us is a mystic, since we are born full of wonder and can recover it at any age when befriending creation as well as befriending darkness. Every one of us is an artist when befriending creativity. Every one of us is a prophet when befriending new creation. Diversity is the nature of the universe. The basic work of God is compassion, and we, who are all original blessings, sons and daughters of the divine, are called to compassion. There are many wells of faith and knowledge, all drawing from one underground river of divine wisdom. Ecological justice is essential for the sustainability of life on Earth.
I want to thank your generous financial and creative contributions to STAR. And I want to invite those who might be interested into greater participation in the STAR community. There are many opportunities. You might serve as a greeter, a member of the group that handles the tea ceremony, a participant in presenting the directions, or you might give a reflection or serve on the STAR board. Perhaps you have computer skills or could help in setting up or taking down this room before and after services. Please think about it and talk to Sue. She'll find just the right place for you. As those who are already engaged in these tasks knows, the more you put into STAR, the more rewarding you'll find it. A portion of tonight's collection will be donated to the theater department at Converse, thanking and honoring all the folks who worked hard to make this evening's production happen. I'd like to ask Gail and Pat to circulate our stars, please.
You mean for the offering? For the offering.
Thank you. Please join me now in reading the prayer of gratefulness responsibly. We dedicate ourselves and offer our hands in creative energy for the willingness to make something out of nothing. We dedicate ourselves and offer our hearts in compassionate energy for the willingness to care for those needs that touch our hearts. We dedicate ourselves and offer our eyes and ears and lips in the energy of justice, for the willingness to respond to inequality, small and large, wherever it exists. We dedicate ourselves and offer our spirit in the energy of newness, for the willingness to participate wholeheartedly in ways yet to be recognized. Amen.
And now David and Emily will pass out our star words for the year. I thought I'd share a little about the stars, or star words. Susan Bennett, our first minister of ritual, started the tradition early in the life of Star. The word on the star that you're receiving tonight is meant to be a spiritual challenge for the year. Each person is to interpret the word as what it means to you. Think about your word through the day as you sit at a stoplight or take a shower or meditate. The words have come to be called resolution stars, but think of them in a deeper, more spiritual way than a resolution, which has come to be thought of as rather superficial. Central has decided to offer parishioners a star word this year, if they wish, as a part of their Messy Church program. Their words, like ours, are a way to center or guide your spiritual life throughout the year. Imitation is the best form of flattery, don't you think?
As part of the ritual of passing out the stars, we find that it's really fun to go around the room and read what the word is on your star. Now, I hope that all of you can read those words. I bet Mom and Dad can help. I hope they're dark enough. These were a little smaller than the ones in the past, but I do want to tell you that if you put them under a light and you turn the light off, guess what? They glow in the dark. So, we hope you enjoy your stars. Let's start out. What's on your star? Just shout it out.
Happy!
Great. Miss Kelly.
Grace. Rest.
Bounce.
Green.
Rescue.
Just shout it out.
Down.
Angels.
Dark.
Obey.
Shout again. Oh, wonderful. Moving on around. Teach, great.
Heal.
Heal.
Kings.
We'll move over. Anybody else? Let's see. Here.
Open.
What was it?
Open.
Open.
Rain.
Wind.
Light. Inspire. Inspire.
Inspire.
Trust.
Doll.
New.
Slow. Woo!
Fine.
Sparkle.
Ooh, that is fabulous. Sparkle is fabulous. Did everybody get a chance just to shout out? What's yours say? Shout it out. Great. Perfect. Perfect. Mine says allow. And I'm so glad because for the last 3 years, I've had the same word, growth. I'm tired of growing, so now I can allow. So, on that note, we hope you will take these stars and let them be that guide for you. As Deborah said, sometimes they have become what we call a resolution star. And for me, they've become almost a theme that I can go to over and over and over again. So I'm going to allow this year. Don't know what that means, but I know it's going to unfold. On that note, let's allow, shall we? Shall we, Al? We can do that. Everybody stand up and let's sing. The words are in your liturgy sheet. Let the river run. Sing the great song, set a star of hope through the darkening dawn. Let the river run, let all the dreamers bring the nations come. I would send you out with these words. May the God who dances in creation bless us to sing, to dance, to use our voices and our actions outside of this room so that she may see the reflection that she has given us to love one another. Amen. Sandra has goodies for us